cult. We're trying to get rid of their tax
And she knows.
status, their IR1, their
Okay, yeah, this feels better.
The Visa R1 status to recruit people and family members into the cult. Thank you for supporting the anti-Scientology protest movement.
And you know they are using the fear of what is going on, that you know they're capitalizing on that. The fear of deportations and stuff, you know they're capitalizing on that right now. Yeah, so right now it's really a dangerous time.
I said, then they'll use them. Right when they get them into any position where they know they have them, the first thing they'll say is, well, I mean, you know your visa status.
Right. Like exactly. I bet.
Bring things in.
Right. And you don't want to lose it. Yeah, you don't want to lose it.
In a situation where you're like, I can be kicked out of the country.
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time, and now that I've been protesting Scientology, I can get kicked out of the country because they're going to try to fuck with my paperwork.
Right. Yeah, right. So you do anything, especially when you have kids.
An American religion and the difference between Scientology.
Right. It's not a it is a mind control.
That's what I was trying to
say. It's a gang. Yes.
So like wired.
And it's okay. You know what? That's hard to do.
They were all that talking. That's why when I left, I was like, do 10 minutes. Look up Operation Snow White, okay? Because if they do spend the time to do that, it's going to send them down a fucking rabbit hole.
Yes.
And they're going to be like, wait, what?
Yes.
So I just said, give it 10 minutes. YouTube, Operation Snow White, you all can do that.
But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a nice little email to all of them, and I'm going to freaking roast her, but I'm going to put the link. So if you have any special links that you feel explain it better than anything else.
Oh, I've been working. You remember I told you the 3 people, and you told me your 3 people? Your 2 people are my 3 people.
Okay.
Oxen.
Yeah.
Janet.
Yeah.
And the new
Kirsten. I'm going to use her name now too. Like Kirsten.
She used to be married to Kevin Catano.
Right.
Your way.
Sorry, we're not. Yeah.
She used to be married to Kevin Catano, who was the security chief gold. He was in RTC as the security chief gold.
Wow. So she has to be doing like a lot of bad stuff.
That's why they have her in that position.
So we got to out her to where it makes it uncomfortable, like she's not. But do you know who that dude was yesterday? There's that guy who was like sending out all those horrible videos saying that we're a criminal gang. I think his name was, I want to say Juan Gonzalez or Julio Gonzalez. I'm not sure. He was sending. No idea. Okay, I think that might be him. I'm not sure though.
I mean, anybody.
I know we're all like.
Sorry, I'm fixing all.
Here, this is a much better view. No, that's a hard. It's like I hate being on.
Fine, I'll put it on me.
Yeah, put on. See, beautiful views. There you go. I'm getting used to it. But it's like nobody wants to see me. Yeah, no one wants to see me. I was like, is Shannon in there? Shannon! Don't you miss all this? It's a cult, guys. It is blowing. Oh, right. And I have, but Shirkai was told that Twyla told Shirkai that they watch all my lives and my videos.
They are.
And I could have sworn, I had to ask him, I could have sworn he said that it's one of her jobs is to watch it too.
Yeah.
Twyla. And, but I got to confirm that.
Is it Twyla or Twilla?
I don't know. It's Twilla?
Sounds like Twilight song.
Yeah. Twilight.
Not a sound of the moonlight.
Oh man. Twilla.
The killer.
Twilla the killer.
You kill in your life.
Because he's trying to get, like, he likes the free breakfasts. Like, he gets, like, they kicked him out because he's friends with me.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
should I go get some tape or no? Or, I mean, I just like that, the presence of being here.
Yeah, people can take it.
No, just even being here right now with you, me, Ash, just being here and being like, any one of the protesters can stop and do this.
Yes.
And it's so effective. Like,
yep.
Especially for the testing center because this is literally their watering hole on Hollywood Boulevard where they're just sucking people in whatever way they can.
And we need to stop that. We need to get them to where they don't open up again. I love that they run in.
It was closed.
Oh, you did? It was already
No,
closed?
they thought they heard
No,
me.
they've been watching,
And then
probably.
Matt came, MD Media came earlier this morning, swung by.
Or is it open?
closed.
Oh, it's closed?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So-
They're probably all at the immigration court or whatever to get like the visas. They could be, all down there trying to get them the ones that they were able to. Because then I remember like hearing that they do that. They help them get you. They coax some. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be hot.
I know, me too. I took my coat off. I thought it was gonna be hot too. Oh yeah, this is Scientology. It's a cult. The Scientology. You know what? Even I think, to be honest with you, I think cult is even too generous of a word.
But it's a way to, yeah.
It's really a mafia,
Yeah, it's a mafia.
a gang. I mean, that's really what we should be saying.
It is a mafia.
It is. And for them to like try to say, oh, that's hate speech. I'm like, well, you're legally allowed to hate. First of all, let's get that straight. I'm not legally required to be loving.
Yeah.
I choose to be, but not when you traffic human beings and do all these horrible things. Oh, what a beautiful Dalmatian. Oh, hey, baby. What a beauty. And so, well, we're just protesting the mafia of Scientology.
Mafia, Scientology. One of the head.
Oh, wait, I got a copyright strike. End your stream or your channel will be terminated. That can't be right. Okay.
It's probably a troll.
Yeah. Thanks, Gaza. She's on it because I'm like, yeah, but I do want to get a backup channel up and going. So yeah, it's a mafia
Yeah.
because a cult is still too. A cult is cute,
And well, mafia sounds too smart for them. Because they're really not that smart.
Gang maybe like
Gang.
yeah, a gang,
Gang of Scientology.
a gang. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. It's a little mix of everything, It is a cult, but it's also a gang. It's also a mafia. It's also a multi. I'm like I see a little robot.
Is it still wet?
I love the robots. I love that it's closed. Human traffickers works. MLM, state-sanctioned abusing cult works. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, Mona. State-sanctioned abusing cult mafia / gang. I think it all fits. Like MLM, like all of it. Like you can get elements of all of it.
Put it in the description.
Yeah, we're protesting Scientology.
Scientology.
Yep, and no more kids in Scientology. And kids cannot consent.
Kids cannot consent to mind manipulating, hypnotic, mind, MK Ultra control. It's absolutely.
This
have
is,
no
Los
idea what
Angeles,
that
Hollywood.
Is, so they definitely cannot consent to Scientology.
And nobody should consent to Scientology. I'm sorry, I don't care. They could go after me for a hate crime. I welcome it. Like I tell, okay, Moxon, stupid idiot. Sorry. I know I try to be loving, but I can't. I welcome it. Like I welcome it. That is love. Yeah, that's as loving as I can get. Because I heard he allegedly drowned the judge's dog or killed the judge's dog, and anyone that would harm an animal for this, you're a despicable human being. Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew as soon as you guys stopped showing up, they'd open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend was here this morning and was
Good.
like, the doors were closed.
Yeah.
Yes, we're winning. Every day, see? Yay! Every
Yes.
day. Every
Yep,
day
we're gonna
the
keep
doors
coming.
closed, the
Yeah.
fucking whole city is closed. Yeah.
Yes.
Scientology is a manipulative cult.
And they have child
Yes,
brides.
they are.
They make young girls marry
Thank
their
you. Everybody agrees.
abusers.
Manipulative cult. Ruining children's lives. Demanding
Yes,
that
Mickey,
they
it's
have
a
to act and be
cult.
a certain way
It's a
forever.
cult. It's a gang. It's a.
Scientology.
They're like, what kind of toy is that? I guess it's a. Yeah, money launderers. Let's think of all the names for them. They're money launderers. They protect the bad people, like the rapists, whatever.
They protect anybody's crimes.
You're right.
As long as you're a Scientologist.
Right, as long as you're but not if you're the victim of one of their people. Like if you, right? I mean, if you're.
You just have to deal with it in Scientology.
Okay, and so do they give you help? Like, what if, like, say I'm the.
Scientology doesn't help anybody. Scientology has their ways of, this is how you address this.
Okay, so let's say Jane Doe, okay, went through that, and she's still in there. What would she have had to go through? Because I know it took 20 years for the Jane Does to be able to get any justice. But say they went, what would be, like, what would they do? Like, say, okay, this guy did this, and it's horrific stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't give count, they don't believe in therapy
Well, they don't. First of all, when you say, what do they do? Like, do they give them an interview? No, that interview of how you think they're talking isn't even happening. They're not calling rape. They're saying it's out to be. Stop calling it that. So they're already changing the story of what happened to the victim.
Okay.
The moment they're going into ethics or to get a psych check, they're like, that didn't happen. And if that happened, what did you do before that to pull it in?
Wow. So blaming, victim blaming.
They already are saying you pulled this in, period. Anybody that this happens to pulled it in.
But why don't they say that he pulled it in, like the one who actually did it, like that, what kind, you know what I mean? Like,
they're saying Danny pulled in going to jail. So he's going to figure out, figure out how to get it out by doing the right next Scientology step.
Now, are they giving him Scientology in prison? Wouldn't it be, I'm like curious. No, but I'm curious, like, would they, because you're supposed to be able to have religion.
If it benefits him, and if for some reason it allowed Danny to do right, if it benefited Danny or Scientology, that's the only reason.
I'm curious though if the prison allows them to come and do his auditing things, or I'm curious now because you know how they let church, they let religious, like to come for their. I'm curious now. I need to find that out. I think they. Yusuf, that's a great question. Are they like Freemasons? And this is how I say yes, in this sense.
Yeah.
Okay, like if I want to be say I get to read the Bible in its entirety before I say yes, I want to be a Christian. I get to read the Quran before I say yes, I want to be a Muslim.
Yeah.
I read the Torah and all that, before I get to say I'm Jewish.
Let's not even talk about religion. You can do that to any subject. You can read about it, learn about it before you do it.
Right, and before you want to join.
Not Scientology.
Right. They're like the Masons.
They say I can't give no verbal tech. You
right.
can't give verbal tech. You have to have people read it by a learner.
See, and then like with the Masons, you don't learn what they really believe until you're way up high, and then by then you're in it so deep. So they
already have stuff. When you say you're already in it too deep, that you're already in it mentally and physically.
Right, and financially.
You also have things against you that you now gave up, and out of a bond, out of like, okay, I'm gonna if this technology works, I'm gonna really tell my sins and get them all off. And so you really believe it. You really like, okay, this is gonna help me. The reason that it's not the OT3 isn't working for me or I didn't go clear yet is because I'm out ethics. I'm doing something wrong, and that's why
it's not working.
So everybody, even if they haven't achieved a certain status or whatever in Scientology, on the bridge to total freedom, they still are programmed, hypnotized. The moment they're doing a course, reading anything, they are still hypnotizing themselves to believe that it will work eventually for them. So they stay in thinking, I'm being out ethics, that's why this isn't working.
So it's like MK Ultra, like brainwashing.
It's 100% brainwashing.
Right, 100%.
So they keep themselves in it. And that's why I think it's really good when we're shouting, even when we came in, I was saying, I used to do your job, Shannon. I used to put your fucking ethics in. I'm like, I'm out here, like, her eyes were like, what did you say?
Right.
Like, too much. I can't
Yeah, she can't handle it.
And they, boom, doors shut. Literally.
It's crazy.
That's how the whole door shutting thing happened.
That's right. And you don't have to pay your way. Like, you have to pay. Like, say you get to, because I'm really curious of the things that L. Ron Hubbard say. Like, one of the things he says about Jesus, besides saying Jesus is a pedo, says that Christianity was implanted in our minds to get us off of Scientology, but you don't learn that to OT3. So most of the people who are at lower levels, they don't even know that. That's why they don't feel guilty about having Easter events on Easter Sunday, because they don't understand the hypocrisy of it, because they haven't gotten that far. But that's not my point. I got to check out everything before I, like what it's not a religion if you can't look at it first.
Yeah, no.
And you have to
it's not
pay
a
your
religion.
way. Like, how do they say it's a religion?
But even, okay, let's just say even if there were things in religions that you can't look at until you get to a certain spot, why does
I don't
that
know of
make
one.
Scientology a religion, though?
Exactly.
Why would that fall under the
That's
category?
Masons.
Like, this is what religions do now.
No, they don't do that.
Charge you for knowledge.
Right.
They don't make you suffer financially.
No.
Every day on all kinds of levels, because there's like, oh, I'm putting a certain amount for my next course or my next level.
Right.
All their intention, well, it's just, oh, I can't go to that bar because there was some ex-Scientologists there.
Right, and that's it's just insane to me. No, it's okay.
It's
You're
okay.
good.
It's
No,
gonna make
you're
it prettier. So
yeah.
bring it out more.
Yeah, Taco Bell got my.
I hear ya. It's good stuff.
Got you.
He's like, and it's the cantina.
Cantina.
So, hey guys.
He was like, oh, the Scientology tripped you, got you all tripped up.
Sorry, I'm missing chat. I guess I'm talking
I
into
am
these.
too. I'm so
sorry, guys. I get into these. Well, me too. I get so into the conversation.
Shut it down. Thank you. Yeah, Dan definitely would be here, and I'm definitely there.
Yeah, they do. We're right. It's all like, and they don't even get that with the sci-fi crazy stuff until they've already like $250,000 to get to OT level 3, and that's when they find out all the kooky stuff, all that South Park nonsense.
OT3 is where you get the message.
And that's like the.
You read the book that says, galactic 10 million years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, and how much does it cost to get to that level?
Like, there's no exact. Here's the other thing. David Miscavige alone himself could just say to anybody, oh, they need to do this. Oh, no, the next level for them on the bridge is this. And the CS, the case supervisor, who's all technically trained, would take his order, even though that technically isn't the right thing to do, if it all worked anyways. So they don't even apply their own tech fully. And David Miscavige hasn't even gone himself up the bridge, because there's no fucking real bridge. It's literally all just put together. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's just like sci-fi. OT level 3 and above is just ramblings, right?
Jesse Prince sec-checked and audited David Miscavige.
Really? See, I want to learn more about
Someone
him.
I know that audited him. Like, David Miscavige doesn't go to anybody for approval. He's just taken it, and now is.
Do you think that? Do you think he I kind of think that maybe he doesn't even believe in the religious part of it or whatever that.
People say that, but I think, again, the hypnotizing, the
You think he
method
does
of
believe it?
Scientology keeps people in it, whether they believe it or not.
Okay,
So
but do you think he
they
really
inform-
believes it, or is it just the money and the power that he?
No. Scientology itself is hypnotic.
I agree.
It's
Yeah.
hypnotic. So whether David Miscavige is applying or using Scientology or not, which he's not, he's such a bullshitter, and even
Yeah.
to his own staff and his own Sea Org.
That's what I feel.
But even if he believed that and whatever, it's Scientology's repetitive behaviors and "I sir, yes sir, break this time." All of that is hypnotic. So he is, whether he believes in it or not, in it. He's stuck. He is brainwashed, and he can't get out because he's so connected and so fucked. He doesn't even see life in the way that everybody else sees it.
Right.
He doesn't understand life in the way that we see it. He's so his mind and his heart he's manipulated people so long that he's ruined. He's just disgusting. I don't know how to explain.
Like, not even
He's
like a
no
shell of a
longer-
human
he's
being.
forgetting that he's even living life. He's so focused on just win, get that attack. He doesn't even, like I said, he doesn't view life the way that you and I view life.
So you don't think it's about? Do you think it's about money or power or and advancing the name, the brand?
All of it. The ego, all of it.
Do you think
Connections, power, everything, yeah.
All right, and a crazy question. I know we're not supposed to ask it, but where is Shelly Miscavige?
Shelly,
What do you think happened to her?
Right now, she's under watch, pretending, being told that she's not really under watch.
Okay. So do you think she's alive? Like,
Yeah, I do think she's alive. I do think that they're pampering her in ways to keep her out of what's going on.
so she's not in the RPF in a hole, like in some.
I'm sure she is, to the degree, yeah. Like she's definitely under watch and probably being told, oh, it's for your own safety because you're such an awesome person.
But do you think she gets like better, kind of like the digs that he has, like, or is she like in a bunk of like 13 people and like
Even
bad?
if she wasn't, even if she was in a bunk with 13 people, Dave Miscavige keeps tabs, and he is the one ordering and telling exactly where Shelly's going. And even if Shelly was trying to leave, right? And even if she was, that's what I mean. Even if we're trying to leave and do it properly, as they say. The fact that Shelly thinks that, oh, if I stay and do my sec checking and and David will finally let me go,
Right.
is the exact thing keeping her there. David Miscavige will keep her there, pamper her, keep her under sec checks, give anything to her that makes her feel like, okay, I'm fixing myself so that I can be a better person in the outside world or something, He's gonna milk that as long as he can until either she dies or she escapes, and it's gonna be all fucking over the news, or she dies of old age.
Okay, but you don't think they'll kill her?
No, they will either.
And what's the point of like I'm sorry, I have to ask her because I
Here's
don't.
the thing.
Right.
Do we think L. Ron Hubbard died?
I was going to ask you. That was my next
Do we think
question.
L. Ron Hubbard died of natural causes after you read The Expert Witness by Jesse Prince?
See, I haven't read that yet. I need to read it. What's it called? Okay.
If you're a fast reader, you can finish it in 24 hours.
Which book again?
The Expert Witness.
Okay.
And it's so informative. So informative.
I need to get
on
that.
legal issues, things that have already been won, things that Moxon did, things that lawyers did, things that Mike Rinder did that still are not cleaned up today. Like, for example, Jerry Armstrong. He hasn't been acquitted or whatever from the things that Mike Rinder put him under. There's so much information in that book. I just cannot believe that book isn't on fucking loudspeaker out to the world. Like,
So we need to get it out there. I need to.
You'll read it and you'll understand
Okay.
the fuck exactly. You're gonna be like, I'm taking this into the council meeting.
I will. I mean, if it's like that.
That book is what do you call that in court? It's evidence. It's like a statement. Because it's been pressed. It's his statement. It's like, I forgot what the word is, testimony or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of insane crimes in that book.
Sorry, guys, I need to
Methods that
adjust.
Scientology took to get the statuses and the things they have now.
So he was like real high up. Now,
He was in RTC. He was auditing David Miscavige.
well, is he the one who thinks that that David killed? Like that's
Read
there's
the book.
okay, because
So
I
that's
heard
where
that
I'm like-
rumor.
Thank you. Hi. Oh my God, your
What's
sweet
up?
smile.
What's up?
How's it going?
What's up?
I
What's
loved
up?
your energy with the. Okay, we're getting this. We're documenting this. I
Yes.
was like, I'll allow it.
Not these people though.
I love
No,
that. Thank
they
you.
gotta go.
Good job. Yeah.
So okay, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because then he took it out. Right, he wasn't voted. He just took over.
Read the book. I don't.
I'm
wanna
gonna read it.
'cause-
Okay.
And I don't want to say it out loud because
Okay.
I don't want to make a statement that isn't precisely what Jesse Prince wrote in that book. Because that book I'm using for my own cases, my own personal case against Scientology. When I do that as
Can't wait.
evidence for the feds, basically anything I need to be like, this is actually what was happening when I was doing this as a child.
Okay.
And full circle. You will. This book connects so many dots.
I gotta go read it. I'm gonna.
I'll read it with you if you want.
Okay, yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
to Jesse Prince right now.
Are you? Oh man, because I wanna. Oh, awesome, awesome.
This
Yeah,
guy's a
'cause-
machine of facts and details that I wish everybody can learn from him really fast.
well, no. Once I know, because I didn't know. Once you put it on my radar, I'll check. All right. Now, if you talk to him, maybe you can pick his brain about this. What happened to me on Easter Sunday? Okay, it's called prior restraint. It's called. There's a bunch of different things, and I should I take that? Should I try to sue them, or is that too biting too much off more than I can chew for restricting my right to?
you can. It's not biting. You will win. They're just gonna. it's going to be a process.
Right.
You have every fucking right. You're protesting Scientology. You're auditing. You're auditing Scientology.
Yes.
Not Scientology auditing.
No.
But you are. You have every right to be like, why can't you? No, we're out in public. You have no control over the streets. Stop acting like a gang. You don't fucking own this place.
Right, like a turf.
Scientology thinks they own this fucking block.
See, that's why I want to get
They
a
think they own
case.
wherever they are. So
They
you
do.
absolutely should.
And that way, we would have precedent.
You've been protesting and auditing Scientology for at least the last year.
Right.
And that you've been demanding they open up these sidewalks.
A year and a half,
You've given
yeah.
them plenty of fucking months to do the right thing. They haven't. They did this to you, and now you're taking action.
I'm ready to do it. Like, I don't, you know, like, they want you scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's worth like, if you think I should be doing it.
It's worth everything.
Because imagine if we got a,
That more.
yes, and if we get a judgment saying, no, they can't do it, and then they still do it with an injunction, like, I would like to get an injunction.
No, because everybody's afraid to do it. I like how I whispered it off of mine, but you're like,
I know.
I would do it. Like.
Sorry, I know.
If you
It's not
have
to
the
give them
energy-
plans.
If you have the energy and you're able to do it, obviously we'll help you in any way we can.
Well, I wonder if there's a lawyer that would work on contingency.
Yeah, I wonder. What kind of lawyer would do that?
Civil rights.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
I need to look. Because what they did was wrong. I'm tired of it. I've had enough. Like, I'm really, they really pissed me off with hijacking Easter.
They think
Right.
that even that's okay. That
Yeah.
they don't have to change.
Especially after the cops told them they're wrong and they got to stop. They went and did it to Griselda.
Yeah. I heard that.
Yes. So they did it to her. Like, they didn't learn. And it's sickening. And I know they watch all this good. So they're probably going to try. And I tell Moxon, I welcome you to do, like, if you want to do litigation, go ahead. Like, I'm not scared of that. Because then we'll get,
You don't need to do litigation for that.
no, I mean, if they want to litigate against, no, because they want to try to litigate it against everybody.
No. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that only is for people who were a part of Scientology.
Oh, so he's not after to go.
No, he'll just try to fight you on it or have to sue you, whatever.
Okay, so you don't think they're going to try to sue me for something or
Who? Who's
Moxon, like Moxon?
Moxon, Kendrick Moxon.
Yeah, no. Okay. Oh man, I was like welcoming it. I was like, come on.
He doesn't want to be in cases. They hate being in the court. They
Okay.
hate it. They hate having to.
Sorry, guys,
hide
I'm
and
missing
lie and say, oh, it wasn't that. That's not really what they're doing. They don't like being under oath. They don't like being in front of that judge.
But then, but now the criminal ones is different because they're hoping that gives them a way to get a restraining order, right? Since they can't get one front facing, they got to get a backdoor one. Because what they did,
I don't know.
that's a backdoor one, yes. Because then they get the court to say, because if you get convicted, then it will come with a restraining order. So that I call it a backdoor restraining order. Because they couldn't do it front facing. They know they lose every time. They can't go to court and say, we want a restraining order. They say no. So if they press charges against somebody or somebody's, they know that they are going to be restrained at that time. And then if there's a conviction, they're going to restrain them from going to their spots.
No. I think you're jumping a little bit ahead on mixing Scientologists or ex-Scientologists that were, plus like Scott got a restraining order, Danny got
No,
restraining, right?
but they didn't. Right? They didn't. They couldn't.
They got a Judge Diaz, I believe, signed for when the police officer went to serve.
Well, no, but that was different. That's because they were filing charges. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by a back
Different
door.
from criminal and
Well, no,
civil.
different from them. See, it's Scientology. If they go into the court and say, "I want a restraining order against, Scott Hochstetter and Henry Marini," and then they're like, and they go to court, right? And they said no. They won their cases, right? But then they said, come on, Mr. Prosecutor, let's prosecute them for these crimes. Half-baked crimes. And I said, okay. So then when they're because they're going to the court under criminal cases at this point, the judge is going to say, okay, until we're through this, you can't go to that area until this is done and adjudicated. And that's what they got. And so I call it a backdoor restraining order because they can't go they can't go get it on their own.
Right.
So they do that, and then they know probably that he's going to get off, and there's not going to be any restraining order. But look, they bought themselves whatever amount of time of a restraint.
To get them restrained.
Right. And see, I call that prior restraint, too. That falls there.
Yeah, that's true. Is that a legal term?
Yes, prior restraint is when you do anything under color of law, acting under authority or whatever, to prevent somebody from using their First Amendment. Like them telling me I couldn't go down the street because I'm filming, whatever. You're keeping me from filming. It's like the cop that puts the flashlight in your camera so you can't film, or you can't. They tell you can't speak. That's all called prior restraint. And see, what they're trying to do is to keep him from his First Amendment right of protesting. So they're doing this background way. They're using the system to do the prior restraint. So I think he has every bit of a. He really could go after them for that, for the civil rights aspect of it, in my opinion. But I'm not a lawyer, so I don't,
Yeah, and this is my own thing, but if you want to really take on Scientology in any kind of case, like
Okay, Mona, I saw it.
Very fucking clear and definite about what you want as a result out of it, and
it's not even about the money for me. I want where they are, even if they don't listen to it, I want a court order that puts an injunction on them from doing that. And where they stop, and where it causes them to stop giving them permits. There needs to be no more permits.
Yeah, there should. I mean, can you imagine some organization or group or anybody just being allowed to have play here? What if there was?
Yeah.
Why don't they close this fucking
Yeah,
street
exactly.
down all the time?
Right.
Why? Why don't they do that? Why are they doing it there? Because they got away with it. They are a gang member. They have whoever in their pocket.
Yes.
They pointed, whether it's Jennifer's connection on the permits, whoever's in that office saying yes, okay, Jennifer, no problem. What's your four new permits for the month, okay. Whoever that person is.
We need to get rid of them. And also Batesar Tomasian, she works for the Durazo, the Senator Durazo. And she actually had the nerve to tell me in a meeting, I can explain why they get, what. It's because they vacated that, back in the 90s, they vacated that street to them. I'm like, and I called her out right there. I'm like, no, they didn't. All they did was change the name. It's not vacated. And then she just looked, like she didn't know I know my stuff.
But Scientology, I think, used that. They used that term. It's vacated.
Right, and it's not.
They could get it, and it's not.
Right, it's
now
not.
The city and everybody. I live near there, and it's fucking annoying. Everybody's annoyed when they have to get.
They hate it.
What are you doing here now?
I had the nurses come up to at City Hall a couple times and say, thank you guys for what you're doing. Like, it's just so annoying to have them for Kaiser. They can't go through. They feel followed, and and the neighbor too. There's a lot of people that really back in what we do.
Yeah.
Either whether at the meetings or protest, whatever.
And I think there's way more people who are backing it that just can't speak about it because they live in the neighborhood or their business has been threatened already by Scientology in a way.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of excited for us. And so when we're live streaming and stuff, they'll walk by and they'll be like, "We appreciate you."
Yeah,
like,
it's like
this.
Don't
look at my face.
Right.
Yeah. But
right.
It sucks.
It's like, no, you're wrong. Scientology's great. And they're like,
Who was that?
Right.
Yeah, was that Tom who works at so-and-so?
Right. Get them.
That's just how they fucking are.
Well, they are a mafia, but
But they're not as intelligent as
right.
We can.
Oh, I'm not. But you know what? Let me tell you what, and I keep telling them this.
It's a cult.
It is a cult.
No more kids in Scientology. Please help us get rid of their tax-exempt status so their crimes can be exposed. They are hiding it behind the federal government as a disguised exempt religious organization. We need to get rid of that tax-exempt status.
Oh, yeah, we're going after that. Wait, what was I? I forget now. What was I going to say?
My electrolytes for the day. More than half out. More than half out in my bag. More than half. I was like, I need my B12, I need 30.
I know, before I do the meetings, I got to have my B complex. I had to get some before I forget. I run out. I got to take my Bs. I do.
I have some for you. I Yes, I was like, I'm gonna give my solid top protesters that I love, or like people who are doing like damn walks, like people that I just love. Period. I'm gonna give them the little care package of the like new. It's like electrolytes, like the highest form of electrolytes.
Oh, wow.
And like no sugar, none of this.
My
but not
nurses
the
will be
super
happy.
crap. It just
Right.
has lemon with actual calcium, and it's like the high end
That
shit.
give you that. Yeah, I need that energy.
I take care of my bosses, and her and her husband always are like, "What's the new best thing?"
Awesome.
Like health, and they're like, "No, that's fake." You know that? Like they just
They
so
know
I
it.
always end up getting the
Oh,
best things,
puppy.
and I'm
Sorry,
like,
I see dogs and I
Hi.
can't. Oh, doggy.
best friend. That's so cute.
But
His tag on the
I
dog
know
says
it said best friend. Aw. What was I gonna say? Not about
I guess service animal, just best friend. Yeah, he's like, I'm just here with my best.
my bestie.
Service animal? No, it's just the best friend. Oh yeah.
But wait, what was I gonna? I was gonna.
You still want to go to Blue?
It's up to you.
Yeah. I do. Do you
Alrighty.
want to eat?
I
Would you
mean,
like to go eat with me and Ashley?
we can, sure. I mean,
Are you in the mood? We wanted to. Remember when we
yes, I remember.
Me and who were we with? We took you to Denny's.
You were with
Our
Jason. Harkey, Jacob Harkey.
Jacob Harkey and me, we took you to Denny's.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, and we hung out. And then that's the day they were calling the cops on us, and I had to go back because remember his police scanner went off, and it said that I destroyed the property because we moved it. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
So we went
You
back.
were ballsy. Like, move. My guy was like, "This is in the way. Get this off of the sidewalk. Get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Oh, my guy ballsy."
Yeah.
So, like,
That's why I didn't say it.
guards, like, what
And
do
the
we
cops.
do now? We don't have the booklet on this. We don't know what this is.
So they call people. Is this the popo? Is this for us? Is this for us? Where do you want? They got the lights.
Oh yeah, they're slowing down. Oh no, it's a red light.
Okay. Whew.
Oh,
Okay. Glad you're not here for us.
like, oh, I'm going. I was like, you think you're coming to me? I'm going to you.
Yeah, there you go. Right, we're coming to you.
Coming to me, I'm coming to you.
Yep. But wait, there's something else I want.
I did an illegal turn to get on to the next thing.
There's something I forget what I was gonna ask. I forget. All right.
It's okay. You can ask me a bunch. If we go to Blue,
Okay.
should we end our streams, go eat somewhere fun and great near Blue or something?
We can do that. Okay,
Or
guys.
here? Are you hungry?
A little bit. Like I don't really. Yeah.
Do
I
you
mean,
wanna
I
eat
can.
after Blue.
I mean, we can take a time. I'm like Thursday. It's up to you. I mean, if you're ready to eat, I mean, we could eat now.
No,
then.
I'm totally.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Have no commitments other than whatever commitments I have, which I can do later.
It's up to you. They're saying
Ash,
go
what are
eat
you
something.
feeling? You guys are not helping.
I know, cause I'm so used to. I know. Okay, as all my nurses are telling me, all my they're saying I have to hydrate at least because I don't hydrate,
Yeah, so let's go sit down, chill, hydrate, eat,
and then come back. All right,
and then
guys.
go to Blue.
Yeah, go to Blue. That's what I mean, and then
we'll
get
be
on
back
because
on
we're gonna
that.
lose them anyway when we're in the sun. Okay, guys.
Like an hour. We'll be back. We'll be at Blue,
Okay, and we'll come on.
and we'll be live.
All right, guys.
What
Is
time
that all
are we-
right?
What time are we at right now?
What 1:30?
Oh, it is. It is. We do need to have a little. Do
A nosh.
do you want like a salad, like a nice little light lunch, and then we can do a bunch of electrolytes.
Maybe. I mean, I love
What do you like? Tell me,
Fish.
because I love everything.
I like fish.
Do you like sushi?
I love sushi. I love fish. I love yeah.
Can we?
I love salads too.
Wait, there's a really good sushi place. Do you want to go right there and eat sushi?
Is it good? It's not like Scientology where they,
No.
okay.
No, it's the keynote. They have to be good.
Okay.
They're right there on Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay.
And Mindy actually brought me there. Very cute.
Yeah, if you want to do that. Okay, guys.
Okay,
So,
guys, we're gonna go eat sushi.
all right, sushi works. Ooh. All right, so sushi. Well, I guess I could keep the. I know sushi's good. Yeah, I love fish because like I only want is like I want fish and strawberries and 36 month Gouda, and then I'm happy.
I love all that.
And then
Oh God.
like, I don't need like I'm like so or like any kind of seafood, any kind of seafood. Huh?
Tips on some Gouda cheeses. Oh.
Well, I like my 36 month one. Like I don't know because it's like really eight.
Staunchy.
Oh my gosh, that's so
But you know
good.
what's well, then maybe you like because you like the staunch, like the outside staunch.
Yes, that
They
outside
do
crust.
have you had the green cheeses where it's just in the containers?
Yeah.
where it's just the soft cheese.
Yep.
And you can like dip.
Yeah, I love that too.
It's gone. I open it and then I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I thought I just.
And Bike Guy loves that too. Yeah, I love that
I
too.
just bought this.
Yeah.
Why is it empty?
Yes, because we just
And then
yeah.
I'm like, as I'm wiping my
It's
mouth,
good baked brie
why is
too.
it
Like put that in, like if you ever have it baked, it's so good. Yeah, no, I love brie.
I love brie.
Me too.
I love feta cheese.
I love feta
I'm
in a
not
salad.
a big fan of blue cheese, which is why I don't
I like
really
blue. I
like
like blue.
the
It just
outside
creeps
of
me
the brie.
out, but like it's
I
just
used to
more
literally
mental. It tastes
wash
delicious, but it's just
30
mental.
moths from the ranch, like as a kid, and it smells like a dirty moss before I had to wash it.
Right, but
And I'm like, how does
it tastes so
smell
dang
like
good.
moss? And then I eat,
But it's
I love- well,
delicious.
definitely,
But it's
like,
just mentally like.
I love manchego.
Yeah, oh, I like
Manchego's
manchego,
all-
it's
that's all
good.
That's all.
Yeah,
You know,
all that right
dilly,
yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's
it's good
something
stuff.
with blue cheese where I'm like,
Oh, see, thank you, Marie.
It's not
Oh,
horrible,
thank you so
but-
much for your lunch. Have fun. Oh, you're so sweet. All right, they're like green salad. See, they bossed me around my chat.
No, there's yummy good salads. There's yummy good salads at the sushi place too.
Okay.
And they're like yummy. I love like the salmon. I'll show you what I bought.
Yeah, I could go for sushi because it's like actually really good for you, and I like the protein of it.
Yeah, I love it. I love real nature shit.
Yeah.
I love life when it's not manipulated.
Me too. Yeah, like a good.
The real shit. I can
Yeah.
taste it. Stop
Give me
it.
some real fish. Like yeah,
Stop.
I love fish. Oh, I love
It's a
crabs too.
cult. Welcome to
Any
the
kind of
Hollywood
seafood.
tour. Scientology is a cult. They don't want you to know
Oh,
it.
thanks,
but
guys.
it's
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna go
truth.
do that.
They manipulate children, families into joining and then later blackmail them if they try to leave. Separate their families. Disconnection.
Do you think they shipped your dad out because you were protesting there, and that's you can't see him?
100%. And not only me, thank you to my chat is literally first class. Not only that, but
Oh, thanks,
to the
guys.
people who also go out and would be like, Phil Anderson, your daughter loves you.
Yes.
All of that. That's what made them not so nice.
Oh,
But-
Gina.
Well, that's what made them.
Lunch fun. Thank you so much. Sorry, I had to thank my beautiful chat. They're all like, I know, because you think I eat all. I don't. Like I'm very. I mean, this is a medical.
It's
Like
so rude.
bike guy.
People are
Hey,
sitting next to you and all.
how you doing? They were closed when we got here, so you're making progress.
Full closed?
Yeah, because she got here they were closed. But we got to talk to some people.
You said they canceled the thing from over there?
What do you mean they canceled it this afternoon?
No, what was going on at City Hall?
Yeah.
Well, they had.
It's true.
I heard that you got to talk, but they canceled all the. Yeah, I heard they canceled all the.
Eight years
Isn't that
old
the
and then
minimum wage
13.
hike for hotel workers?
Billion
I think
years,
so.
dude.
See, I thought that already went
It's a
into
bill, yeah, because
effect,
we're
but
out
today
here.
they
Because
had
people
some
come and protest
SCIU
them, so they
workers.
close it.
Yeah, no,
They
I
don't
think it
want
went
them
through
to be
committee. I don't
seen.
think it. I think they postponed
What do you
it
think
I
about
did.
for the.
Thank you.
I think.
Here's what I'm saying.
Thank
Yeah.
You hear me out on this.
Yeah. let me-
So they say it's
I
for
did.
tourism workers.
I don't make people.
Right. I want to hear because I can't. My back. They won't pick you up. Okay.
Minimum wage increase for
Goldenrod is working.
Right.
These guys tourism workers. Everybody out here is tourism workers.
Right. Right.
Everyone, but the only ones who would benefit are people from Hugo's and Marquise's unit, SCIU.
Okay, let me
So
get
it would
some
be
of
the
these.
Roosevelt
I
Hotel
think that would be a
Okay.
good idea.
and the W Hotel on the other side of those are the only workers that would benefit from it. Nobody
That's not
else
fair.
has to do it.
Like, what is
And it's going to be like anything else. It's not like, oh yeah, I would love everyone to make $30 an hour, but then the hotels are going to cut staff, and so you're going to have 15 people making $30 an hour, then 40 making 20. You know?
Saying it's for the Olympics, not to prepare for the Olympics. And in this budget, you see what they did? They cut. They're not cutting any cops.
Oh, I thought they're cutting 400.
They're cutting 400 civilian. So all the cops are staying on. 400 civilian, but here's the thing. I heard this from a certain high-ranking person, you know.
Yeah.
And McDonald said it in his thing. He said we're going to shift away regular
Es
cops
una secta, no más niños de Scientology, es una secta.
into those positions. But they're going to take 2 cops and have them do civilian stuff at time and a half, at overtime. So it's not cutting costs in any way.
That pisses me off. And also, and then the neighborhood councils who actually do give some money out to the
That's
community.
up by 7,000, right?
I think it went from 35, it's either 35 or 30. I thought it was 35 to 25. 10,000.
They cut
Yeah,
it
it was.
over,
It used to be
they cut it
50,
Which
which helps the
which
community.
is already thin, the neighborhood councils. The
Yeah.
neighborhood financing.
Yeah, because they got to pay now for their rent most places. That like they, yeah, it goes to the community.
Think what happens. Think how you like dedicate $1,000 to a mural, $1,000.
Yeah.
That matters. And
Yes.
city council, they can't appropriate that properly. Only the neighborhood council.
Right. And they get to vet them. They get to vet.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Mural right here. That was funded through neighborhood council.
Absolutely. I'm sure. Yeah. Same here with all of them. They do all the electric boxes, but they also help supply like homeless, whatever, and they get to vet them. They get to know.
They are funding the fire department. They're increasing.
Are they?
For
They don't
payroll.
believe children can be children. They
Like
believe
80
that they're adults in small bodies, which is not true.
Overall,
They're just
LAPD is
kids.
getting an increase.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, which is good.
Like most everything else is
Well, at least they didn't do the big as we thought they were going to do for LAPD, which is good.
well,
No, hello. Okay, good.
I thought they were going to increase LAPD by a couple hundred million.
Yeah, me
It's a call,
too.
ma'am.
But
Don't go
they're
in.
going to get
Be
around
careful.
it
It's a
because,
call.
again, they budgeted it, but now they're going to have to rely on overtime for civilian positions. So they're going to run over. They're going to run
Because she's a protester. She was born and raised there.
Right.
So it's going to.
And every time she comes out to protest, they shut
Right.
the doors.
It's crazy. I want to go see. I want to go
Yeah,
see
they're
Pub
always open, but
again.
not when she was here protesting.
Not
But-
only me, there's other. They
No.
know, like they'll see us in the live stream. Like they're going
Already
to
in the corner. There was a situation right here.
Because they're afraid to
The lady was pulled
live
over. They
wild
took the kid out of the car.
And Heredia was here for it?
Yeah, that's what it was
just
like.
the basic things that are
This time of day, too.
okay. Like
Which tells you it's very
not
No más niños de
children
Scientology.
and breaking it up
Okay.
from their families
He comes
because
walking over me. I don't want to talk.
something
I'm not
that
happy.
Scientology is
Yeah,
doing.
not me neither.
We were friendly as CPAP at one time.
Yeah.
He was doing something.
Yeah.
So
Guys, be
he
careful.
comes walking over me. He says, I'm going to get you
We're
a
kids of
copy
Scientology.
of, we're trying to get you a copy of the CPAP, the meeting.
Oh, good. Because I asked for that too. So you did too. Good.
He says he's working on it. I said, well, you don't need to work on it. First off, because I've actually talked it over with a couple people. If they're using city resources in any way, then they're required to give you a copy.
Good.
So I told him, you have to get a copy.
Good.
I also, why are your copies?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for like
Scientology's the call.
I think I told you this story.
Yes, you did.
And I'm like, why is this happening? And he didn't have an answer. Right now, what's going on at LAPD, they're about, command staff is talking about a vote of no confidence for chief.
So they really are. That's
Yeah, so what happened is, the LAPPL says we don't want these commanders in place anymore. We want them shifted around. We want our own guys in there. They're not even telling command staff. They're just moving around, shifting out.
wow.
Which is, what are we doing there?
See, I thought they liked him because he's soft on their crimes. You know, he's soft on not kicking them out.
Command staff, it's weird. Once I get to like make lieutenant, I'm not getting trouble for saying this, but they tend to try to hold cops accountable. They understand that it's an issue of if they're uncontrolled, whatever those on the street.
Right.
It's bad for LAPD overall.
Yeah.
They have to deal with it.
the police commission meetings and all the people yelling. I got myself kicked out of there today, by the way, because they were so like Laura came and she said from the beginning, I have PTSD. I'm a survivor of Scientology. I have a PTSD and I feel triggered right now because I'm nervous speaking here. And she talked and then like she doesn't know how the meetings really go. So at the end of her 3 minutes, she was like, you know, like you're done. And I don't know if she really understood the timing thing because she doesn't go to this stuff. Shields, Rasha was like ready to throw her out, you know, and kick her out. And then so I waited for all of the commenting to go, and I went off on her. And I'm like, I'm going to kick myself out because I said, and I told her off. I'm like, how dare you? A victim comes to you. It's hard enough to get victims. Like I'm trying to get victims to go speak. Yes, she was a.
Scientology's the call. They cannot consent. No more kids of Scientology.
Yes, no, it was Rasha. She was worse. And then she left. I'm like, how are you going to get victims? I'm like, how dare you? How are you going to get victims to come be free to talk to you guys? If that's how you, no wonder the cops. Yeah, I'm going to post a clip of it.
Did you hear Sanchez Gordon?
Yes.
She thanked Chief Donald for releasing an incident, a critical incident video, which is required by the law.
Yeah, within 45 days, right? Yes.
Thank you for doing that. Like it's.
He had no choice. You think he wanted to do that? He doesn't want to do that. They have no choice. He's fighting. Yeah, he's the. Yeah. Oh yeah, because thankfully you let us know that they're open again. So I want to come more often and like keep them shut down.
So yeah.
You guys.
Having to achieve,
What's
having to
happening
get
is
done.
I don't know how they're gonna get through this.
And clear means to achieve. a level on that bridge that I was just talking about.
Okay.
Clear is just a very like basic.
I love it too. They deserve it.
All day
So
long,
they're
just nonstop.
they basically want to take over the world with Scientology. I know I escaped and I got oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, because you know what? It's on TikTok. It's getting a resurgence. There's even people because how did I end up on Scientology talk? Are you guys like watching this? Like people, it's getting to new eyes that have never seen it. Because you're going freaking viral over there, which is awesome. Yeah, I think she represents. Oh yeah, she was the worst. I think maybe because she represents like no change. And then oh I want. Do you know what like? Do you think there's any lawyers that would? Because I want to sue for what they did to me, and but I don't know if Bike Guy wants to do it, but you know that whole prior restraint. Because too late. Yeah, the cops got me through. They did. Yeah, they had numerous on both sides. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they had so many guards. They would not let me through. Even their other guy, the Hawaiian shirt guy came out and yelled at me. It's closed, and I'm like, no, it's not. I called the cops. They came and said, no, you have to let her through. On the other side. But I said, and the cop said, well, I need to go over there. I'm like, no, I'm going here on this side. And the cop read the permit because she's right. You have to let her through. But that's called prior restraint because they're trying to prevent me from speaking and filming. That is and they're doing it under color of law because they're not cops. And even if they were, it would still be illegal. But under Ted and all these other clowns, I don't know. And I told him I'm going to sue him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I want to sue them. Like I want to sue them. So I can get an injunction. So we have it in. I just want the record telling them that they have to keep the sidewalks open. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Well, they said they already took a position right now that they don't support it. Yeah.
And he's like, even so, he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, that was so funny. But Hugo did the same. I have it with Hugo too. Hugo did the same. He refused. No way. Heck no. Anywhere. No. They sent their people. I think they sent their people to go meet with them.
Don't ever go inside Scientology.
Hugo did because they did get a meeting with them, and so did with his people. They went to Scientology, from what I heard. Because they kept, I guess, about all the protesters and stuff. So they wanted to. So they met it. From what I understand, they met it. They sent one. I think it was. I don't know which one, if it's Carla, whoever. But they went to their. One of the Scientology things to hear them out. And then John. Japheth Hom. He told me because Kirsten Peterson was said that she met with him, and he goes, "Yeah, I met with her once." Because I didn't really remember much, but it was about, I guess, all the stuff. And she's like real high up. But Hugo wouldn't go. He said no, but he did send his people. Yeah. How is it? You're allowed to film in public. That's ridiculous. You should sue. But because they're saying you're doxing them, but you're not doxing them.
So we live streamed
That whole building was lit up.
fucking catch people who are kind
Sensitive
of
building.
like,
Now, which one's that?
and they can't now I can show this to them.
Norman.
Normandy, on Fountain at Normandy, about a half a block west.
And it's called the St. Andrew. I need to find that.
Called
The Andrew?
the Andrew.
The Anthony. I need to check that out
They were probably
when I get my regular chair. Are you serious?
that's quite funny.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't know that was them. Okay, we're there.
But I was just trying to show what a day is like.
No, I love it. No, you're killing it. I'm loving your shorts. Yeah.
Kind of walk by
Doesn't
and
come at
especially all like
7:30.
walk by them.
Trabajadoras solo ganan $47 a semana, trabajan 7 horas a semana.
I was like,
I don't know how they manage traffic.
but I was like, it's so
They are so.
It's so crazy.
Es una secta, es una estafa, no les das información, no le van a dejar en paz. Eso es una estafa.
Go to sleep and wake up. You're back on the bus again at 7:50 next day.
What kind of? And it's all because they have all this evidence against them. They can't leave because they have all the blackmail evidence from all your auditing. So crazy. So crazy. It's cool. He looks familiar. Oh man, but I want to find these people, and I gotta go find them because I'd like them to take it down. I want to see all the big people. Huh? Okay, hold on. But that's crazy. All right, I'm on now. I'm back, guys. Sometimes I have to talk.
They don't believe kids are kids.
Could you guys maybe just stand like right here?
That's crazy. And but so yeah, I'm gonna roast Russia. I was so mad about how she treated her. Like how do you treat? You were a prosecutor. That's how you treat victims.
The law requires 3 feet.
All right, I'm just no.
We've been completely out of the way. You are the only one in the way.
Oh, is he starting up?
Yeah, he's sorry.
I support.
Oh, you support what we're doing? I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. This area.
They can get through. They're
They get
good. They're good. Yeah.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, this is fine.
All of it's
Yeah.
fine.
It's okay.
I support what you guys are doing. Maybe if you could take a small step back, just because I want the sidewalk to be clear. But
Yeah.
otherwise, no. I will do whatever I can to make sure you guys are.
Thank you. We're gonna be leaving in a minute.
For right now, I'm not gonna do nothing on this.
Thank you.
No,
Appreciate
I'm
it.
not even gonna tell my dispatch.
Yep.
So
So
it's hypnotic.
He's just doing extra.
yeah. He's like, I'm on your side, but you know.
Trying to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I generally like those guys. I do like them.
Yeah.
So
I think
you
they do a
have to get
great job.
hypnotized to
If you were
become a
me,
Scientologist. So you can't even actually,
some of the
you already
over here.
become a
Like, you should have
Scientologist
one
without your consent.
on every block.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, man,
They already know what they're doing.
he's
So
not-
maybe
he's just trying to take cash, right? He's like,
Yeah.
just prevent stuff. You have to
adults how to do
And I'm
it.
telling you,
But
it
it's
will
not that
reduce
much.
crime, and you can just taking literally like 3 cops off the street
Right.
would pay for most of it.
It would. Probably what he's doing is probably because they're all the videos and the, because he's like, hey, I'm on your side, but they probably really go after them because they're on the bid. They're on the bid.
Yeah, no, the main guy who wears the beard, remember he used to come and try to protect him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we humiliate him. And I will say this most of the
Yeah, I think a lot of people do, but they want to keep their job, and I'm sure they get on them.
He said they paid a bit.
Yes, yeah. If you want to be a
So
part,
they
yes,
are
they have to.
on payroll. So there's a,
Yeah, so
there's
they
that aspect. But I
right,
will say this.
and they probably just call them.
Businesses over here and ask what they think about him. Except for that over here that used to
Uh-huh. Hate them. I'm sure they do. I mean, I don't know how anyone can stand us.
Hate 'em. You
But
see
so,
how the tour vans have taken over. They've taken over
Yeah.
this spot now. They're like, fuck that. We're not gonna just like act like they own the street right here. So tour vans will set up here.
good. Well, that's what they're doing over there, trying to act like. And Bayshore, you know, at the East Hollywood bid, Bayshore, you know, Durazo's rep actually had the audacity to tell me that that street was vacated in the 90s when they changed the name. Yeah, that's what she believed. That's what she said. I said, no, it was not vacated. She said it. I posted it. She actually said it. And it's so not true. Like, lie. I'm like, that. Don't. How do you tell me you're a Scientologist without telling me you're a Scientologist? Tell me that they know it's. Why would they need? They wouldn't need permits if it was vacated.
Yeah, they would be there. Listen, if that thing was permanent, they would have gates on those streets and both
Yes.
sides.
Yes. And
They're
so.
like a parking.
So I complained again, you know, to our boss. I'm like, that you need to publicly, because I don't know how many people watch that. You know,
Your
oh,
stalker had to avoid you across the street.
Huh?
Your stalker had to avoid you across the street. The dog over there.
well, you found a Scientologist? Who?
She literally just made a U-turn and walked down.
Who?
Joey, where's my money?
Oh,
Joey!
Joey, how's the dog? Oh, there's Joey.
Get a hat on now, Joey. Where's my money? You owe me $150,000.
Can I see the puppy?
Scientology Joey over there.
Where's Kismet? A good catch, Ashley.
Go change some of those rings, those junk rings, and get my money. You got any change?
No more kids.
I'll give him $100 for Kismet. I love Kismet.
Families. My father and mother are in it.
Thank you, Ashley. Ashley found that one. That was awesome. That was so
I
cool.
want to tell you a little story about it. Somebody told me let's put it this way. I'm not going to say how I know about this. He's been going to his therapist, complaining about me, saying that I stalk him. I stalk him. He follows me everywhere.
Right. He did. We have all the evidence from back when he would always could not leave it alone.
And his therapist was, he would tell his therapist that the therapist was supposed to be telling somebody saying, can you make William stop? The person had to show the therapist a video of him literally chasing me down the street.
All the time, yeah.
So it's like,
Now, do you have a restraining order against him now? Is that why he's over there?
I don't know why he's over there, because he usually tries to come over. After I made sure his therapist knew that he's a liar, that they saw that video.
Yeah.
After that, he was going out of his way. He says I gave him out. He's wearing a hat now. I think he lost his mohawk. I do.
You do? Like,
Yeah.
like
He's
he went like from distress.
Well, he said I gave him he said in court that I gave him alopecia, but only on one side of his face.
Oh my
But
God.
he's acting, they said he's walking. That was on cameras. He was walking slow. He was up at Runyon 2 days ago.
Oh, I know. I seen him. I know. I crack up with all the stuff that you find with him. I don't know. Your stuff is good. I don't know. You're always really good, but it's been so on point lately. It's like a comedy show between. I need some more robot. I did a robot one out of tribute, but I need some robot material. Come on.
I know. I end up passing. The thing is, I can go out here. There's robots everywhere.
I know, but I missed that. I missed the
I've
robot
been
one.
walking past, and I don't know why.
Like no, it's like that. That's
It's one of those
forever
things,
my
like,
favorite.
I gotta be like in the zone.
I know, you have to be-
Otherwise, it doesn't come off the track.
I know, but that's my favorite. But and the Joey stuff is so freaking hilarious, and Shannon, of course, all of it's hilarious.
The thing is with Joey, man, it's like, I was lucky enough that I had lawyers that would cover my costs, right? And that was $150,000 worth of their time.
Right.
Right? I didn't have to go. I paid $10,000 more.
See, but he did it to himself
What
then.
about somebody who doesn't have
Right.
the means? I'm lucky enough to have two lawyers that would fight for me. But what about somebody who doesn't have those means? But yet he, with the Church of Scientology, going to this high-end firm in LA.
Yeah.
They had a whole team of lawyers for a restraining order case. It's like, nah, you gotta prove somebody.
But then they dumped him when he got this anti-slap. Then they dumped him.
They dumped them before there was even a fee here.
See, yeah. So they used them for what they could, use and abuse.
How do you feel about that? He admitted to understand that he talked to Scientology about helping other people get restraining orders. I think it was Patrick Perry.
You know, he should sell his story and make the money to pay you and sell, and turn on them and out all of it.
I feel it. Yes, I totally agree. He was to tell exactly how
Yeah.
things went down.
Yeah.
How much money was paid. He had to have seen those invoices.
Yes, and do it tell all. You know, get the book. I mean, you know, like he can make some money, and
do a
then
little repenting. You want to know the
Yeah.
funniest thing is, after he was initially embarrassed, he got arrested that one time.
yes, yeah, I was there that night.
He got himself arrested.
Yep.
He tried to get me arrested.
He got
tried to
arrested.
get himself arrested. He should have just let it go then. I told him, Cam, I was like, yo, just tell Joey.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, he wanted an apology from me.
And he would always come up to me because he thought, you know, like, 'cause I love the dog, but like, oh, like, you know, like they're so mean. He's just, so, you know, and all this stuff. And I'm like, it was so weird.
He said that they had those 3 kids. I stopped them from beating them up. 3 kids were about to beat them up. I stepped in between and stopped. I told him, like, you're fighting with kids.
Yeah, and you would. You're not going to let. Even now, I know you wouldn't let nobody hurt him. But he needs to sell a story. If he would sell out them and tell
I
everything.
think he might like that because just for the attention. He loves it. Listen, he loves the attention.
Well, I'm
He's
gonna-
willing to get abused. He wants the attention.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
I'm
I'll give it
surprised
to
he
him.
didn't come over here. I'm surprised he didn't
Me
come
too.
over
That's what I'm saying. He always does. If I maybe.
Unless somebody stepped in and said, you know, don't keep your distance from William because he's saying you're stalking.
That could be true. Yeah.
From the time that the court date ended until about a month ago, he never came on the boulevard. Never. He was in his house the whole time or walking on side streets.
Wow.
Then he decided.
I need to come down here more though. This is a fun. Like I miss all that. I miss this area. I'm so
Just
bit.
sitting out in front of here, you can sit out in front of here. People are gonna come by. They're gonna look at this and they're gonna either ask, "What is this place?" or, "Oh, I've been there." And they'll just tell you their story.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. I mean, we just had someone that came from Arizona. He's like, they were happy to hear, you know, and then it's good to have a victim. And about the child bride, that's a big one. I want to go catch. Is it down that? Like we're gonna go get something before we're gonna go to Blue too. But man, I want to talk to Joey. I'm gonna say, just tell your story.
Did I tell you about the? Oh yeah, I told you what happened. I told you what happened.
About what part?
So that the guy Tommy G, he's doing a documentary on Scientology. He's a big YouTuber. And,
No, I'm not. Do you need me to mute?
yeah, no, you know,
Okay.
It'll be out. I think it'll be out tonight.
Okay.
So he's traveled to all the locations all throughout the country. And he called me up and he said, "Can you take us over to the test center and bring us in?" I said, "No,
No.
no, it's not gonna happen."
No.
I'm like, "You don't understand. That's not how it is.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work
No.
that way."
The-
And, you know, apparently they went to the celebrity center, and one of the security guards pushed him. It was on
Whoa.
video. And then so I took them over here just to show them what it was. And then they wanted to go see like the museum and then the building on Ivar. Took them to the Blue and then to the communications building. We got to the Blue, they got in the car and I said, "That's Jennifer." Right there.
Wow.
So they went to try to interview Jennifer.
She interview him?
No.
How come in my head she has like a German accent, like on, you know, the mini me
What was
one?
the interview?
Really?
You remember? You don't remember that? Person out of Hellcat did an interview with her.
No, I don't know. I had to look that up. I've heard her because I was at court. She was very timid of me, very scared, selling everything. She was so scared of me because I was one court here. I forget which one it was. I think Henry's, and yeah, she was terrified. And so I was like, I thought her voice was like, I don't know.
I walked into court one day, and there was a packed courtroom. The only seat open was next to her. So I sat next to her the whole time. I ended up getting yelled at by the judge because I kept on whispering. I kept whispering some things.
That's what I would do. I love it. That's what you do.
I was
That's how
telling
you
her, I was
do.
like, it was clear that they're about to lose, and I just lost to you guys. The judge yelled at me.
See, it's your voice too. I wish you had it on film because I know you can't. I
tried to
know.
go I was trying to whisper as low as I can, but it just seemed like my voice is so like deep when I was
Deep, yeah.
And so yeah, I got yelled at by the judge.
But that's so hilarious. That's so freaking
No,
funny.
They went up to her, tried to interview her. We left to go to Wendy's, going to go to the bathroom, come back. Cops were multiple cop cars. They came lights and sirens. I get a citizen alert. They called it in and said 5 men burglarizing the church of Scientology.
Well, that's what that's what they did Sunday to get the cops there faster, I think. And I think that's why I didn't get. They called it in as at Kaiser as a battery in Kaiser on the second floor. And so it got the cops to that side. So people were saying, well, the cops were on that side. I'm like, yeah, but the call was for Kaiser. And then I had to call and say, no, it's over here. So then they came to me. So yeah, they put it in as a Kaiser.
And that's police resources, right?
Because people, they're not coming to sign. They know.
That's our tax dollars, right?
Yes.
Are they paying taxes?
No.
So we're paying for that, they're not.
So they sent them on a wild goose chase. I'm thinking, because I want to find out if that actually happened
Waste
then.
of our
Yeah.
City
Yeah.
and county resources
Endless.
for their stuff while they pay zero in taxes.
But I need, wait, guys, I have to mute for a second. All right, guys, because I don't want OSA hearing that. Surprises for OSA for down the future. They'll find out. So that's what's up with that. So that's.
I'm upset that I wasn't able to get to the meeting yesterday. I wanted to.
Wait, yesterday? Which one's?
Her press conference.
Oh, man.
I was going to shut it down.
I would have loved to
I
see
would've
that.
shut the whole thing down.
That would have been
It needs to be shut
awesome.
down.
It does. All her crap needs to be shut down.
You know,
She's so full of it.
Here's what I'm surprised about. There was no one in council today.
Yeah, well, they canceled everything.
Literally canceled that vote for.
No, I heard they canceled a bunch of stuff.
I only saw one cancellation.
Oh, really? Okay.
So my thing is, like, Karen Bass has released their budget today. Like, where are the people in LA? Aren't people upset about what they're saying?
Everybody was expecting it. That's what Stir Guy said, because we're not going to be able to get into city council. And I told you that. I said, you're not going to be able to get in. We all thought that was going to be the case.
And I'm mad about the whole Judge Carter thing, too, because Kenneth Mejia says he wants to audit inside safe.
Which he should.
Oh, $367 million we spent to house 900 people.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Come on. And so he wants to audit it, and Karen Bass is arguing that he doesn't have the right to audit it without her permission.
What? Hello, do they know what an audit is?
So my thing is, okay, fine. Let's just say that is his. Why are you denying? She feels
Right.
it's improper for an elected official to audit an elected official. So he's not supposed to do his function.
Well, where's the checks and balances? How does she get to decide when he audits?
How do we know if the program is effective? How do we know if it's efficient? And that's how you find out where the waste is at. We create efficiencies, right?
Right, but where's the checks and balances?
I'm losing my mind.
I hear you. No, I know. I feel you on that. That's crazy. And you got to speak though today, right? I
I
heard.
got to speak. It was easy because nobody was there. To
Yeah,
speak.
but they didn't let Goat Puppet or a shirt guy,
They didn't let him
Spindler.
speak?
Nope.
Why?
Because they didn't let Spindler speak because he refused. Like they said, give me the name he signed up under, and he goes, I don't need. Legally, he goes, I don't have to, because he's right. You don't have to give a name. He goes, just me being here and saying I want to speak is enough. And they refused him. But he's right. He's trying to build up. He's building up a lawsuit because it's true. You have a Fifth Amendment. You don't have to disclose your name. All you have to do is say I'm here to speak. You don't even have to put John Doe or Jane Doe. You just have to say I'm here.
I was annoyed because I know for a fact when I got there, the kiosk to sign up, it said no agenda.
Right.
So finally, it said it popped up.
Yeah, because
right?
it does it a half hour before, but usually it's done before a half
Well,
hour.
I was going to be the first one to sign up. I
Mhm.
let Spindler sign first because I wanted to give us a little buffer to get over from commission.
Right.
And that's why I found, and nobody was around, so I'm like, let me get out of here. I signed us all up. And I thought it was funny when I had to go type in AuditLA, it automatically popped up already
Yeah.
on the screen. Like
I
a
know.
different case, you know.
Because whoever's signing me in, they don't know which way to spell it.
I was like, this is like a long list of.
AuditLA, that's true.
But you know, I was the second one to sign up. You and I were the second one to sign up. They called the first 5 names or 6 names to speak, and we were not on.
Yeah,
it.
they didn't even call me, I heard.
They didn't call it. They did not.
They never called me. But you know what they do? They put those names in and they put it into a randomizer, which I think is BS. I don't think they randomize. I think they pick and choose. And then Shirt Guy too. Like they wouldn't let him speak, and he was, you know.
Well, Marquise tried to give me a little problem. I chose to speak on 3, 4, and 3, 4, and public comment. 3 and 4 about street lighting. I was talking about how we're reducing this budget street lighting by $3 million.
Sorry, guys.
And I was going off about the budget and stuff, and Marquis is like, what is this related to? I'm like, it 100% is on topic.
Yeah, they keep doing that.
Yeah. But I had already talked for like a minute 45 on that. They cut me off at 15.
Oh yeah, because you had to only 1 minute on each topic.
Yeah, so then I went and did public comment, but it just, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated by all that. I didn't even see you. I hate the fact that they're not even there for public comment. They should be mandated. They just sit there and listen.
Well, that's why I roast them on that, and I go out, and then Marquise, I got kicked out. Marquise kicked me out. It's like
Smoking scan cover today?
Yeah, they would. I'm
got
sure
a
they
shout
did.
out at, Commissioners.
Did they good? Yeah, I always shout it. Well,
I started watching him.
I love
so
Smoking
many
Scan.
years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even think he was on YouTube. I think he was only on like Twitter.
He was on Twitter, and he was on Periscope. Was it Periscope? What's that one that was it Periscope? There was some kind of, yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, so he'll sometimes show my, like if I'm to get the background scene. So he's doing their camera, and then he'll check in on my camera, and then see all the gadflies because they all like the gadflies, and because they're pushing it. But yeah, I'm sick of Marquise. Marquise is horrible. He took away the call-in comment. And then, he took all that away. The day of the fire, they shut down public call-in. Yeah.
Listen, that one guy who says offensive things that they really want to shut down.
Yeah.
They gave a speech beforehand, Marquis saying, if you're listening at home, if you don't want to hear this stuff, please walk away, put your phone in and stuff like that. Fine or whatever. But he says offensive stuff, but it's the First Amendment.
It is. And it's not really coming from a bad heart. He's really not. Like I've talked to him so much. He's not even hateful or.
It's his First Amendment right.
Yeah.
It's his right, and you should not. I don't want a politician deciding what can and cannot.
Right, because they may say you can't say Scientology is a cult.
Right.
And I hate the word. I always tell him every time. I'm like, I hate it. He has a head injury too. I hate it.
About like KKK, and what if they say something? I said I'll defend their right to free speech too. 100%. Period. That's just the way.
I don't want the government. Right. I want him to have self-reflection. I'd rather people say, "Hey, it's not," but not the government.
I hate when people try to limit speech. I hate when people say, don't associate with people. Right? I hate when somebody on the left says, "Don't talk to that person on the right."
Right.
The person on the right says,
but even though I hate, and I stand up every time, I hate the words, and I warn everyone. I do too. Yeah.
My thing is, I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to a Nazi right here. Obviously, I don't like him. I might want to punch him in his face, but I'll listen to him.
Right.
And
maybe you can get some, like, he's actually very sweet, the guy with the dog. He's very sweet, actually, which is crazy. Like, I know, he has a lot of respect for you. So does Spindler. They're like, oh my God, like, Streets is here. Like, they see you, like, they have a lot of respect for you.
And I respect them too.
Yeah.
Stuff, weird stuff, sure.
Yeah.
But that's our fucking right.
Right. And I think it's, well, he has, and he says, like, he said it at Public Works. He has a head injury, and he's and everything that they did to him, because he ended up homeless because of all their stuff. And he goes that if he didn't do this, he would probably kill himself. Like he said, it keeps him from being suicidal because he's fighting back, And I'm like, that was deep. I'm like, wow, And he doesn't hate anyone. Like he hates them maybe, but not people.
Sure, guy gets a lot of grief too.
He does.
He's a guy who's just learning and finding his way.
He is. And he's a sweetheart. Like
he's going through all these experiences, but the LAPD has a way. We both know the guy loves the cops.
Yeah.
And they treat him like
crap. Like they don't want him. Right. You're right.
Over and over and over
again.
He's been harassed on the trains, and that's my point.
And somebody punched him in City Hall in his face. Cops did nothing. He got punched for, I guess, because he's like, but he's willing to, like, if I ever got stuck or anything, he'll go all the way. He's willing to go all the way to the, the valley, make sure I can come here if I need him, or go there. Like he's willing to just like he's a sweet guy. He's like, I will go, whatever, like I'm. Oh, sorry.
Activists give him such a hard time.
Yeah, and because of the thing, and I'm like, I don't care where would you win. You can vote. I'm so sick of all that, and a lot of that is for him to be, I guess it's his way to push back. Like to be I don't know. It's like, but yeah, and I'm like, I just don't care about that. To me, that stuff's all minor. Like, I want to get to know the person. His heart is very sincere and sweet.
My general feeling is, regardless of anybody's ideology, other, we care about
Right.
family.
Yes.
Right? I think a lot of people think about the next person they care about. If somebody that's out here, an elderly lady getting shot, I will tell you this, on this street right here, right? There's areas of the street at nighttime, we got dudes out here selling drugs, doing whatever. But if they saw somebody come up and try to mug you, they would be over here in a heartbeat.
So I love that. I love that.
100%. They're just people with different walks of life.
Right.
Have,
But at the end of the day, we're human.
yeah, and I think this, like, you can actually find ways, rather than, like, you can find things you agree with.
You can.
You know, I don't know what my ideology would be at this way. I don't know what yours is. I think we're kind of this.
Probably, and it changes. It depends sometimes on the
issue by
thing, and I
issue,
can go,
right?
yeah, issue by issue, and I can go see I try to see both sides of things, and
I think that a lot of ideologues, they don't want to hear it from the
no,
beginning.
you got to be one way and line up, and I can't do
If you agree on this
that.
issue, then you have to
Right.
be this way on all the issues.
And one issue might be, I might like for this, you know, like within one issue, I could be up and down, and it
It
depends.
could be 60-40. Like, I'm mostly for it, but kind of, ideologue. Like, no, you have to stand for this. And
Right.
if you stand for this policy, then you have to take our whole slate of policies.
Right, and they run all the, they run the X, and they run all the, all that stuff. And so I hate it over there next, but especially because of the stalk, that stupid stalker of mine. Oh yeah, for years, for 9 years, he did it because I was subpoenaed to testify against him in a restraining order case. All that, and it's all bogus, huh?
I want a restraining order against them. First off, I will say this: nobody sees it. You might see it because maybe you interacted with them, but all their comments show up automatically under hidden.
No, wait, no, which one? Wait, hold on, wait, which one?
That shows up under like spam.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you may see it. That's not how everybody else is seeing it. Notice they have no likes.
Yeah, no, it
interact.
doesn't.
It doesn't show up.
Oh, that's good. See, because he's somebody I went to school with. We went to Valley College together. And then he was harassing a professor to the point where the professor was like locked door teaching class. And because he wanted a relationship outside of there. Like, I guess he had feelings for the professor. The professor's married with a kid. He said, no, not even on any level. And so the professor went and got a restraining order he knew I was there. I was a witness to certain really bad, things that were really creepy, and that, so I was subpoenaed to go to court. So what am I going to do? Not answer a subpoena? I didn't have to testify. But so he's making it, because I was on the council, he's making up all this stuff saying I was part of a lawsuit and a scam and all that. And I'm like, but you look at the Penner lawsuit, I'm not named. Why would I be? The thing was so minor. Like, if to think that like the oversight committee for the LAVC, like, it's like what it was, because they get a bond, they had to have an oversight committee. But it's not like oversight. It's like they come tell the public, this is what this, they could be doing whatever. It's so minor. Like, if you know anything about the system, it's laughable. It's such a joke that I had any access. Upset. And this is 9 years I've been dealing with it. But now he's always tagging the other ones, the other one I mentioned, like, he's tagging them to try to get them after me.
Nobody, I don't think anybody is paying attention to that. Not to mention, there's so many of those people all over the internet. I've dealt with like 20 of those things.
But that's provable. Like, I can prove every last thing is a lie of his. I can prove it, like, up front. Like, but see, I know, like, so I've outed his stuff, but I don't know if I should just let it go or just try to. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
I've always found the worst thing you could ever do with trolls is respond. All they want is
the attention. Yeah.
It's all they want. When they get a response, no matter what the response is, they feel like they won.
Yeah.
Ignore.
And like I said, this is someone I know, and like we went to school together. Like, I was actually, because he was like really adamant about, and he got kicked out of all campuses for LA. So he's bitter.
Yeah, he's been ostracized. And
He can't go back. He was the perpetual student. So I think he was on his 7th degree, and they kicked him out of all.
There's something to the.
Yeah, so he feels betrayed. And I helped it.
School and grad school.
Yeah. No, it's all the 2-year colleges. He has like 7 degrees. Just
One of those.
Yeah, the community colleges.
Okay,
Oh no.
He had like a PhD in linguistics.
No, it's like broadcasting and all like 2-year degrees. For years he was going, and so now he can't be on he cannot be on any campus, permanent ban. And so he, so now he's been, and I didn't even testify against him. None of it. But because he can't do it against a professor, just because I was there, I guess, so that's what he's, but, but.
Once you said professional student.
Yeah, professional student. And he would always come and he would work at the film things here. It's funny, you may know him. Because he would always do he would work all the film festivals. He used to work at the Egyptian. He used to work at the Roman. He's always worked here in the theaters. Because he tries to act like he's like a real big shot. No, he's just working at these movie theaters,
I ended up getting I got in a fight with Roosevelt the other day. They act like they own the street. Those autograph signers?
Yes.
They're actually the worst people in the world. Like, I can't stand them. All they do is irritate people. But I saw them in the cars from Roosevelt tell them they couldn't be in the street, get off the street. Who are you to tell them what to do?
Yeah.
So, once again, I can't stand them. But I was out there fighting.
Doing the rights, right. That's what I would do too. I don't care if I like you or not. I'm going to fight for your rights. I don't want you tripped up by the system. Yeah, I'm the same.
He's like, get off the street to them. And like I said,
Sorry guys, I'm missing chat. Yeah. They're obnoxious, yeah.
I get along with them, especially like Joy of Everything and stuff.
I love Joy of Everything.
Joy of Everything
Yes.
is Mr. I call him Mr.
Yeah.
I think he's like, if you want to understand what LA is and stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely love him. And he's a great guy. And you know what I love about him is like when we were protesting, he would like try to give you tips and he'd be like, "Oh, do this," like he's like not afraid. Like he doesn't. Did he?
That's where we had.
I didn't know that.
What was his name? They had the security from. What's the name of their firm in the Scientology?
Oh, I don't know. I just know Moxon.
No, they have a private investigative firm that they use. It's based out of San Diego.
Oh, really? Well, I need to name it because I think that's because I've had we've been followed. We've been followed.
But they had him out here working, and then he was talking to Joe of Everything, and he kept on start dropping, fair game and stuff like that, like trying to intimidate him. So we found him, ran him through facial recognition, got all his information, his wedding registry.
So that's why I love that. I wish we could do that guy though. That was that Hawaiian shirt dude. See, that's weird. No, I don't even know what it is.
There's one free site, Pimeyes, P-I-M-E-Y-E-S.
Okay.
And I think you probably get like 10 or 15 searches free.
Okay, I'll try to get different angles. I'll just take screenshots.
The key thing is you just like really need like a full face and it's super clear. You know?
Okay.
And sometimes people don't have stuff on the internet.
True.
People who are generally like 40 to 70 may not have any social media or anything.
Right, especially if he's been in there so long, they probably wouldn't.
Yeah, they pull it down.
But I think he's the dude that, I don't know if you remember that, I think his name was Juan Gonzalez, who was sending out that little video where they took video clips of like you, DOA, and everyone, and like saying these are a bunch of, and he was sending it out to the neighborhood councils.
Wait.
I think that's him.
Wait, I must be thinking of the person that I ran.
The guy who was in a Hawaiian shirt, his Latino guy, like.
Hey, you're not talking about the guy who does the delivery, the shipping stuff.
I don't think so. No, I don't know.
You've seen him before, like in
Yeah, he's always at the events, and he's always in a Hawaiian shirt.
I ran the wrong person's name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, who is he? Is that Juan Gonzalez?
Let me tell you. Let me see.
And he's the one, I think, because they sent all that movie, like that crazy video saying that they're dangerous criminals. Because
He's the one who went off on Karen Bass.
sorry, I got something on.
He's the guy I tried to have him arrested.
Really? Oh man.
He hit my phone. At the Christmas thing. He came walking over and this went hit my phone. And I asked White, I said, White, before you watch it going out, I said, I want to arrest him.
I need to talk to you about that too. Hold on, guys. Let me go for 1 second. Sorry, guys. I've been neglecting chat.
Every complaint you don't like the disposition, you call them, they didn't give you an explanation.
They said they can't.
File asks for an appeal with the OIT. The OIT goes in and completely.
You think they will? They'll do it?
They can't overrule the rulings. Like, he's been ruled like unfounded. They can't unfound the ruling. What they can do is look the process and see if anything's done,
Okay.
and then file a complaint against
The
the
oh,
supervisor.
okay.
And then on top of it, they can put it in as, they can't give us the same complaint, but they can rule as officer could have done differently. At least it's in their file. For
It's a
5
start,
years.
right?
Something.
Okay.
Like,
It's something.
Well, the thing is, officer could have done differently. Usually, just about every complaint, they get one freebie. Rather than say sustain, they say officer could have done differently, and then with progressive discipline, the next one's sustain, and then it goes from there as far as discipline. So at least you get that officer could have done differently out of the way. That
Okay.
freebie, which it shouldn't even be that.
Right. That's right. But see, because I'm a like real big believer in like I'm really obsessed with color of law. You know, color of law, anything color of law, and that was absolute color of law. But yeah, that dude, man, I want to know who he is. I think it's Juan Gonzalez, because he's the one that they were sending out all the. He's been trying to ruin us with Central Hollywood Neighborhood Council.
With the curly hair right here.
Here goes. I'm gonna come right back, guys. I want to show him
I'll
the.
go quick.
Okay. Yeah. So catching up on the cop stuff. See, anytime, because this is my LAPD, but I got to catch up on LAPD and mayor, all the other stuff, the non-Scientology stuff, well, and Scientology. But yeah, they're telling me, no, that's not him.
That's not him.
You know who that is?
That's the other guy.
That's the father of the 2 girls, right? That the media guy. Here, guys, I'll be right back. I want to show him who this is.
Also, and recognition. You
I'm
can
back.
get a hit on it, but it has to be like crystal clear. Like,
So I got to keep trying, but I'm pretty sure, because he seems high up. He's always like the boss. So it seems like he would be the one. Yeah, like, and so he's the one that was sending, and he told the Central Hollywood that they reported us to the FBI, to all this, and trying to put us on all these lists. So yeah, like, I think he's a really bad dude, and he went after a bike guy, threatened to put him in cuffs, because bike guy, like, yeah, because he was on the bike.
has he been in uniform? Like,
I don't know. Not the one at the. I know who you're thinking of. That looks similar. No, but this guy's always. He always like in a Hollywood thing. You know, like Hollywood, like casual. But he's the one that, whenever they're like dealing with me, the security people, he'll come out, tell them something. But he said he was going to put him in cuffs, because he swore he didn't touch them with the bike. But he had the right of way. They had no right to block, so they blocked his bike. With they kept him from moving, and then that guy came out and said, "Don't you ever touch me!" And he swears, yeah, and he goes, "I'll put you in." Yeah, white guy. I'm gonna put. Yeah, I posted it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do it close. And he's so scared that he got scared because he thought they were gonna come and arrest him, because he goes, "I didn't." He goes, he only believed that maybe he touched him after they said it. But he said in himself, he's messing with his head. I'm like, no, do you feel? And he goes, no. No, because I turned around.
That's how my biggest fear with this guy
Yes.
is, like, that one moment I don't have it on camera, or I have
Yes.
the camera away. They're going to come over to say, hi, how are you doing? Oh, please, this person, this friend.
Right. And somebody said today they got it on somebody else's video, probably Griselda's, and said that no, he didn't touch them. Because he swears, he goes, I don't think, and he's the most honest person. He's not going to lie. And so they freaked him out. He's like all freaked out. And I told him, okay, get out. He got out there. He thought they were going to come arrest him. And I'm like, he's so scared right now. Like, and he's so freaked out. And so this scumbag, so I want to get them. I'm like, I'm out to, like, they mess with the wrong person. Because, and they're like, and now they're trying to convince him that he hit them. And he's like, well, he didn't know. And they yelled at him. He's like, okay, no, whatever code he gave. So he believed them. That's what, someone said that. I need to get him a body cam. Because that would help. Yeah. Okay.
He was giving me years ago something like, why don't you wear mouth watching? I'm like, I don't think I can walk into a Hollywood Boulevard with a body cam on, and people are going to take me serious. They're going to think I'm a cop.
Yeah, I could put one on maybe the list, because I think he needs it, because he gets distracted. He can't, he drives around. So what happened was they had me distracted. I was distracted over here, and that's when they did that. Yeah, they could have. I mean, he said the next time they'll put cuffs on him, but that's what I was afraid. I think they knew.
If that would have happened, I would probably just.
Because he just takes me down. Like he just wants to. He likes to mess with them a little bit, but he's not gonna. He swears he didn't. Like, but now he believes he did. He goes, well, what they tell me? I'm like, they lied. Like, he doesn't, he's so honest, and he thinks that everyone else is, like, if they said it, it must be true. And so his head is so much, like, it freaked him out. So I was there alone, because I sent him to go. I said, just go. You know, like, he was, and I wanted to continue until the cops I wanted to make sure I claimed that street. But, yeah.
I heard the cops said, I heard they had security guards against that's what I started coming. I got there.
Yeah, and because the cops got me through. Yeah, I think that was Griselda. And then, but the cops did the right thing. They did the absolute right thing. They said that, no, you had to let her through. They walked me through. Huh? I think that all the work that we're doing, I think LAPD is starting to pull away. Yeah.
I think, why is she
human trafficking calls. No more family disconnection.
Oh, no, I don't
You know it was because you were
all of us, like, group effort.
Yes.
Yes.
No, yes. Well, let's not pretend we didn't lead that group effort. It was you. You over there every fucking day, terrorizing them, just to get them to do what they're supposed to do, their job.
Right.
All you're asking them to do is, you're not asking for special favors.
No, I'm not. Just do your job.
Consistency across the board. And because of that, time after time, and it has an effect on LAPD showing up at the CPAC meetings, showing up at the neighborhood councils, confronting the police there, making them feel uncomfortable. I don't think they want to smoke it. At this point, I think they're saying, you know what, it's not worth it. Also, it doesn't help that who are they doing this for? Church of Scientology?
Right, it looks bad.
Their families and friends.
Probably roasting it. I love it every time you say that. But you know, I actually have in my CPRAs, one of the cops telling them that we're not going to be doing this. Your security and paid overtime and security anymore.
When was that CPRA?
I don't know. I had to. I think it was around. I want to say last probably June maybe or something. They just. Yeah, because we went in May. We went to the OIG. And it didn't take long where they were no longer, because remember they were always be the overtime cops that paid, and I know in May they still were doing it, but by I think June, July they were no longer. But I had the CPRA that explained it to Jennifer or whatever, whoever it was, that yeah, we've decided that we're not going to be doing that.
I'm running for re-election. I don't want the LAPD associated. You guys are putting us in a bad position. You have these people who are coming to all of our meetings, talking about this. Every meeting.
Yes.
Every meeting, no matter what it is.
That's true.
It could be a dog catcher meeting, and
We're there.
putting pressure on them.
Yeah.
You know how you make those people go away? Be even-handed. Be fair.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I always try to be fair.
And everybody, you know what? You don't show up. You'll show up for other reasons.
Right. Yeah. Right. If they would stop all that, right, and get rid of it.
So right now, if they're not shutting down the streets, then it's less likely to go to any like what is it, street planning or.
The BSS. Well, but they had it blocked from the fire, and but Carla yesterday at the EH meeting, she's told me that she's gonna, because they sent a letter saying that they keep giving them permits because CD13's not getting involved. She says she is going to talk to BSS about what happened to me Sunday. Yeah, that's what they said. BSS says they keep giving them these permits because they're not getting anything from CD13 saying not to. So I told Carla, I'm like, this is what they said. And so they are now going to BSS. Yeah. Okay.
You can walk in and talk?
I have. I mean, I talk to, they always have Sophia. But I catch him in the hallway. I've caught him in the hallways. And I catch him right at the meetings. I roast him right in front of his face. He hates it. He hates, when he sees me, he gets depressed.
Go into their office.
You're like, yeah, well, you can, the way to get under his skin is like the committee meetings, because there's like the committees that he's on, it's so close. It's like in the other rooms. So you're real close. And then also he's always, like, I've caught him in the second floor with the commissary. I've caught him there. And yeah.
No more family disconnection.
I call Karen Bass.
Do not sign that
I
bill
didn't
in your
know
contracts.
the
You are
council
working
was
for
closed at that. I
police
went from
work.
a commission meeting.
Right.
I walked over there. I was with a journalist talking in the hallway. No one's in City Hall.
It's crazy.
And
They
I'm
must
sitting
empty
there,
it.
and all of a sudden I see somebody come walking in, and they turned around. And start walking away. And they said, "No, go in here."
It was Karen. Oh my gosh.
She's
She's scared of you. She knows you.
Doesn't she seem a lot shorter in the front?
Yes, yes.
She always looks so small.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was her at first, but yeah, she went to they put her in the hospital.
They do. We seen them do that too once. Right, she does. They redirect whenever the guy, and but I did catch her and at one of the parties. She was giving a speech, but I didn't interrupt it. It was from Marquise's. Was it Marquise's a thing, or there was like some kind of heritage event, and so the cops were nice to me. They let me go out there as media because even though it's, that's why I don't mess around there because I don't want to give them a bad name. I don't even have a pass. I made friends with what's his name, but you can't get it. Well, you probably could because you go. All you have to do to get a pass is go. But for the police one is to get. You can do the police one, but no, you could be media with them too. But yeah, it's invite only.
Yeah, but my thing is, I was actually gonna go sign up for it and see.
You should.
I have no problem with it. I'll be the biggest.
Yeah.
I'll be the biggest crybaby.
Well, I want to get one too because you're allowed to get 3, but you could do media. I mean, LAPFD, you just had to claim you are one. So go get that one. They give you the, so you can say I'm media because I'm, and then but they're like the police one. You just have to have 3 within 6 months being at a front line, at a tape event, at a perimeter. You do that every other day, so you have it and you submit. You should.
I didn't know LAFD was so easy. It makes sense because the stringers, I always see LAFD stringers.
Yes, they're easy. So I'm considered media with them. Yeah. They're so easy. Yeah, that one you just have to claim it, and then you get on the list. You can come to their things. So, but the city hall one. But he lets me go out there when they, they give me they're really nice to me. So they let me go out when they're not supposed, and they don't make me go. He goes, just let me let him know because they don't want me to go all the way down and back in and around again because I don't have a ID. But he's like, no, just let me know. I'll send a cop with you. It's a babysit you if need be. And then he could come right back in. But most of the time, the cops don't even care. They'll just go ahead.
LAPD cop is in council. Short,
Oh, wait, Suwong?
Singh.
Oh, Singh, no. I don't know who.
Well, I have a beef with him. I found a bunch of lawsuits he was involved with. He's cost us billions of dollars. And he had a secret Twitter account that he was just talking shit about people that go into council meetings. Like people who are talking, giving speeches, just talking crap.
Oh, I want to hear what he has to say.
I caught him and then he deleted it. So I've been looking for him. Finally saw him in council today. I'm like, why did you use Twitter? Because I have it in there.
I wonder if that's the guy that was talking against Smoke and Scad. There was somebody that was talking against Smoke and Scad. Poor Lard, he wants to go get lunch. And sorry, Chet. Oh my gosh, I'm like.
This is when he was younger. He's gray now. All his hair is gray.
Oh wait, he looks familiar.
Completely gray.
He looks really familiar.
He's cost us a lot of money.
And he works at the council,
he works in council.
So he's one of the.
Adam Smith, the guy who plays the piano.
Yeah.
He had a huge fight on Twitter.
But he's not one of the slows that are working there, right? And he's working there.
He's a P3.
Okay, but does he work that one? Like it's not like because all the other cops.
He's the one who opened the thing for me to leave after my speech.
See, I don't think is he a regular there? Like, is he always there? I'll have to look. I'm gonna have to ask. Maybe I never found him.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah, Do you have it? What he looks like now? Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, they're all telling me I have to go get lunch. I don't get skip lunch. I don't care. But because those cops have been really good to me, so I don't mess with them because they let me make a scene when I need to get kicked out, but they protect me. So sometimes you have to be No way. Are you serious?
He was involved in a major lawsuit at Parker Park.
It's like one of my. But that's not Sabra. That's Sabra.
That's Sabra.
That's Sabra. That's not him. He's the one of this. He's amazing.
No. He's a P3.
Okay, because that one, he's Egyptian. That guy.
No, I'm gonna send you the.
That's Sabra. I love Sabra. Like he's really good to me. He's real serious.
I was coming in through the security. The guys downstairs. He's like, I watch you guys Scientology.
We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I'm telling you, they do. Like, do you know? All right, I'll be here.
Right there.
Okay.
Okay.
And
2 minutes.
all right, I'll wait. And he even they call him Pumpkinhead, the city attorney, Jonathan Grote. Like he'll always call off topic, but he came up to me and he said, He goes, between you and me, on a personal, like off the record, he goes, I agree with you guys. And he knew I was filming when he said that. He didn't ask me to mute. He said that on camera. Because it's, but as myself, because I say it as myself, because I agree with you guys.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
It's huge. But he still calls me off
People don't
topic.
necessarily understand that. We know.
We know what
For
that
them to say
means.
that,
Yes.
Like that,
Yes.
it risks putting himself in literally trouble to say
Yeah.
how
And
much
he said it to me. Yeah.
It tells you something.
Yeah. I mean, he still calls me off topic. It's okay. I said, I'll try to behave more and try to be,
I
you know.
love your relationship with all the cops.
You had to, because it's like because they protect, like they.
You're different. Like you say, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
Like,
good cop, bad cop.
I come in there and I try to rip their
I know,
heads
and I
off.
love it. That's why I know that she's like, what? Wait, she's nice to me. She's holding his camera. I'm like, heck yeah, because I love her. It's like I live vicariously, and I try to build relationships because I know I have a long-term game there. I have to be there.
I was mad at Shields because I
I'm
think
mad.
Shields had been reasonable last
Yeah,
week.
she was
like,
horrible.
She scolded McDonald a couple weeks ago. Maybe
Yeah.
she got trouble for that.
Maybe, but to do that to a victim who's like, and she warned her. She said from the beginning, I have PTSD. I feel triggered by it right now. Talking to you, this is like intimidating to me. Like she told them, and she's not there. They know she's not a regular. She doesn't know. Oh, at the three, when you see the go to zero, like we all know when it goes to zero, we have to shut up and move on. I don't think she really understood. Like I don't think she really knew the. And it was just, you know, and so she was like, and she was halfway through her thing, and she wanted to just finish her thought, you know. I don't think she realized how structured it is, you know. And that's like, she could have been more compassionate. And she was crying. Like, I was crying. I was in tears watching this, and I hugged her, and I'm like, you know, because like it takes a lot of courage to go before all them and say this. Right, especially when you're the victim and it's happened to you, you know. Yeah, I think she want to grow.
Let them know. I thought they did. You guys did a great
Huh?
job.
Oh.
You can see the people the way they were reacting. So it matters.
Yeah, they well they were
There's
close.
no reason we can't get. There's no reason we can't have 50 people out there and have our parties with.
I miss it, man. I hate
We
blue.
don't have to even have to go. We could still do it. Like, honestly, you know what it is like so.
We should.
I get married the other night. And there was already a party going on with these like kick streamers and stuff like that. I'm just gonna start doing like TikTok streams and stuff.
I know. I know. I got kicked off of TikTok from Sunday for a week. I can't. I was telling them that. I was telling everybody that they think that Jesus is a pedophile, and here they are having Easter parade. So.
Good reason to get kicked off.
Yeah,
It's a
but
shame.
yeah,
Shame to get kicked off at this time.
the truth. Yeah, and so I said you shouldn't be. I said, you know what? Call it a spring festival, whatever. But the fact that you hijacked Easter on Easter Sunday, knowing that and calling Jesus that, it's like such a. I'm like, I was mad.
They had big crowds there.
It was so, and then they had them closed in. There was no fire lane.
And then I noticed
And they had
how
bunnies in the
if
sun.
you wanted to protest on the other side of the street, on the sidewalk, they had that big black
Right.
wall set
Yes.
up.
All the way so you can't. Right. That's why they said it could go over there. I'm like, heck no, I'm going right over here, buddy. No, it's like I don't protest often, but when I do, I got to do it.
I don't really celebrate stuff like that, but I take offense to the fact that they're using other people's stuff in that way. And then listen, man, they're like, you know what the child trafficking aspect of this, as they're having a little Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, with all
And
these
they were
little
down in the other
kids.
building, they had their Easter display over at the museum.
It's
They had
disgusting.
the doors open and little Easter baskets. I started walking up, they ran inside. but still, like you're
Yeah.
out here with this. You guys don't.
And it is offensive because I am religious, you know, and that was like really offensive to
Well,
me.
the things he said about Christ.
Yes, that he's a figment of our imagination that was planted in our head by aliens 75 million years ago. But then you admit he's real if you're saying he's a pedo. Like, which is
And
it?
then you're gonna use the cross.
Yes.
You know, your 8-point cross or whatever.
Yeah, but still, it's a cross, and you call it a church. The Church of Scientology.
Right up there.
Yep. And
You know
so,
why they had that? They put church up there, right?
because
They used to light that up.
I
And
remember
so
when they-
when they lit it up and say church, they would say they were having church services.
Yeah.
First Amendment auditors around here, they used to SUV News. used to
I
always
love
be-
him.
he used to
Yes.
always be- he was like
I
the-
remember I used to watch it way back when.
And they used to say because of that, they were having religious services, and therefore
Yeah.
they're disrupting religious
And
services.
he's back on now.
Where did he go for like 2 years?
Yeah, I don't. He went away for a while. I think he was having a hard time, like personal times, but he's back on.
Riverside audit, videos. He had a funny video where he was in the street filming, and the cops backed up and hit another car
Wow.
and blamed him for it and arrested him.
See, that's what they try to do. But see, back then when I was on, that's what got me off of CPAB and I got stopped my bootlicking days. Is because like I was watching you, all these people, and I'm like I probably watched. I'm going to say probably 10,000.
He was the biggest one.
Him and that other dude.
San Joaquin.
Oh, San Joaquin is another one. But that's what I said. There can't be 10,000 bad. You guys totally ruined my CPAB. I can't, because I was going to be like community policing. They're not perfect, but we're going to work together. Like, no, I had to leave. I'm like, bye. I told them to rip up my volunteer card. I'm like, I don't even want to be listed as a volunteer anymore. You know. Oh, I didn't see that, but.
They just did not want him in the parking lot there, which is considered public property. But he actually watches a lot of Scientologists.
Wow. I wish he would come back to SGTV. But who was the other guy? He used to work with them all the time. The other guy, I forget his name. But he was funny. He was always with his son. They were like the beginning. No, I like him too. But no, that he's like, no, he was here in California. I'll have to think of it. But that's why he is. He's funny. But that's why I watched like 5 years. And I'm like, you know what? That's enough. Because I'm like, because I kept watching to say, okay, then let me see a good one. There has to be a good one. I'm like, okay, maybe they don't post the good ones. Fair enough. But there shouldn't be this many bad ones.
Like really good interactions I have with cops, I always post. Like,
Yeah, I would too.
I had cops play around here. So kids were here from cops that had a parents' car. They didn't have a license. They could have sold the car, right? And it would have to sit in the tow yard and pay $1,000, whatever the price is. Who knows if the mother has it? So they said, do you have a license? Asked me my license. And they said, okay, can you drive their car away? And yeah, of course I would. You know, I showed them this. Good on those cops. They had
Yes.
a choice. They could have told them.
Right.
They chose not to. And I don't want to show that because you want to encourage them.
Me too.
That's how you want to encourage
That's how you get them. You train them like toddlers.
them. So cops can see that. They go,
Yeah.
oh, you know, they might be a little craven in their situation. They're like, you know what? We just want to get good press.
Yeah. Yeah, some street cred with with streets.
And so they would always say, hey, William, I'd be driving on the scooters and you'd wave me down. William, you don't have a license because you can drive your car away.
That's so funny. It's like, get the camera on. Okay, here.
The way they handle mental health crisis.
Yeah.
I filed a commendation a month or two ago.
Yeah.
On them dealing with a guy who was going through a 5150 situation. And he was going to hurt himself, and the way they handled it. And, because they can handle things poorly.
Yes.
They took great care.
That's awesome,
And
right.
they showed up.
I think a lot of them want to do better, and all those cops, and I'm doing commendation with those two cops that told them she can go through and it got me through. So I'm doing commendations.
Scientology always sends in commendations.
They do.
Every interaction when it goes there.
Yep.
So,
The iconic.
Yeah.
I don't believe in open like I don't.
Me neither.
I know 40% of them are on my side.
I'm sure. And I think even good cops have bad moments, and bad cops have good moments too.
I also need to.
All right, I know they're all like,
See you guys.
all right, it was good seeing you.
Okay.
It was good chatting with you, man. See, that's, yes. So,
Figure it all out.
he's gonna be, and he's gonna fight for you. What happened today? He's gonna be pissed.
Figure it all out.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. See, this is healing. It's what I want to see. Love, healing.
Okay, I gotta go pee so bad
Okay.
for reals.
They made it different.
I was so like, my PTSD kicks in every time.
And talk
Oh, here, yeah.
conversation.
No, there too.
It is. That is what's needed. I didn't realize, like, Dan's here all the time, and I'm like, I was just telling my chat, this is a two-way street because I feel so acknowledged when people are like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, oh, good, people do know. They do agree.
And the ones that don't know.
It's so exhausting.
I
It's
thought
like,
it was a science. I thought it was like about science.
no, but even
Like,
that's good. You're like, good, it's not. Yeah.
Let's talk about this. It's about science fiction.
Oh, fuck, I almost forgot my
But can we
sign.
But can we do the parties again? I love that idea.
I'll come. I think, yeah, come out here and get some TikTok. Because TikTok is just.
I have to wait a week.
All right. I'll be
I
back.
know there's going to be some stuff.
Ash, I'm going to have to put this in the car.
Yeah, hold on.
They're recording all of it.
They'll be prepared. Oh man, but I would love to come back out here again and really, because the summer's coming. You know they're going to be doing it.
So they can actually every night.
We need to get the one in the front, remember?
I love
Oh,
it.
with
I love it. I know. And thanks for, the other one down there. What's her name?
With my baby.
No,
She got
she's
screwed up
really
bad.
nice.
She is.
We had to talk right here for like an hour.
Thank you for doing it.
Okay.
I saw her I always see her in the train. She's been around, but she said it did help with that. But I don't know. So maybe she took a little break. I don't know. But she said I got her coming back.
Okay, Chad.
But she said you were really kind. So thank you.
She
You
was
know.
so, it was a big misunderstanding.
That's what I mean.
I'm glad to hear that.
But
No, but I knew because I'm like, no, he's amazing. She, I'm like, wait, I said this has to be. This will get cleared up. Right, I knew it because I
she
knew.
told me, and she's like, and I'm like, oh.
Scientology is a human trafficking cult.
And she's good-hearted too. She's like really.
Never go inside.
She's really sweet. She's feeling some really hard times. She really needs help. Like that, she got screwed by the cops so bad. Like they really did a really bad to her. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen her since the day I had that talk.
Wow.
And I'm, me. I walk up and down
Yeah.
here 5-6 times a day.
Wow. That's weird because maybe I don't know, maybe something happened. I hope
Unless
not.
she's down at the other end, like I don't go down because, like I don't go down past Vine. She could be a couple of gas stations.
Maybe she moved around or something. Maybe. Or maybe she took out, maybe she went to visit family or something. They're both from the back east. But I'm glad. So yeah, I'm going to start doing it every day. Now I'm going to get excited to go protesting again. Back to the origins.
I think
Guys, it might be
I
420
think if
blue.
you come out here tonight and just start live streaming, people are going to come.
Yeah, and that's what we want because it's nice and close. Over there, no one goes but whoever's saying like blue's not important, like I disagree. It's very important to see their how they handle permits and all that stuff. It's important for a different way, but to get people to educated here, yes, live that, work it.
I've been
Yeah.
over there like at midnight, seeing them just scurrying through the street. Because right now, since nobody's been over there,
Yeah.
they come out like they're crowds of it in the middle of the night.
So we need to stay on them too.
Back and forth. They feel very comfortable.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know, and they got their little win by but it's temporary, and then and it's okay. We'll get other people to.
I don't think I think they're going to go through some stuff over the next couple of weeks.
I hope so. I hope so. All right, it was good seeing you. Bye.
Okay,
All
I need
right.
to go pee
I know.
so
Okay, we're
bad.
going. Which way are we
And I thought
going?
it was 222. I was telling chat, see you at 222 at Blue. It's 253.
Oh dang! And so sorry,
It's
guys.
already 2:53.
Offing Audit, can you please unblock? Oh, I'm sure that was by accident. Absolutely, Fingy. She did nothing wrong. It would have been great if she got a warning. Thank you. She's a huge. No, I love Pooh. There's no way. Hopefully, it was just because I know a lot of times, like with me, if I do something like I accidentally hit the wrong thing. I think I almost. It was okay. So if I did it, because I almost blocked somebody today. Hold on, I can't go. Wait. By accident, I was like trying to pin a comment, but it highlighted block. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened, but just let me know. Wait. Oh, I'm not even paying attention. Okay, guys. Oh, I just haven't been able to get on my computer yet. I had to be able to get on a computer, and I will. Hopefully everything. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Did I miss? Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. That was beautiful. That meant the world to me to see that. Like, that was so healing for me. It's like, we all got to come together. Come together. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all...
Nobody's going to learn if nobody allows anybody to learn.
Right. I agree.
If you keep attacking people, if I keep attacking him, it's just going to...
And he's going to... It's called escalation.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
No, I know. It
And
escalates.
I have every right to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right.
There's consequences and ways where things actually work better for you and for the mission and our purpose.
Right. I agree.
We're all learning. We're all learning. So we all have to allow everybody to learn.
Hey, if Janet...
Able to do it.
Uh-oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Teamwork.
Okay, well, let me
There you
stop
go.
it. Whew, see, yeah, that was a. See, because mine can scale it good. This is like not
This
really
is lower.
made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and it's
you
not
need to
made
have, like,
for.
heavy duty.
That's like a
fucking-
slope too to go up.
Yeah,
No,
because
and
these are
you-
for like if like little like if you're going to
And what would you have done if you're
Disneyland.
stuck like that?
I would have been stuck.
And so you have to like ask somebody to help you. Oh my god.
No, I would have just turned around. I would have pulled back and waited and hope I didn't get hit by a car. That's why I usually don't go anywhere alone.
Okay, well now you're with us.
Yes, I'm with you guys.
You're with me.
I'm with you. So that made me happy because that's how I'm always like, blessed are the peacemakers. And because like even if Janet were to come to me and say, hey, can we let... Oh yeah. All right, no. All right, guys, I'm gonna...
Come near me, come near audit, you're out.
You're out. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a lunch break and then we're gonna be back on.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Blue after this.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that
Me too,
audit.
me
We
too.
all are. Me, Ash, and we're going out tripod. The audit Laura Ash tripod.
Amen. Can't wait. And we're proud SPs.
Thank you all,
All right,
for
guys.
supporting audit.
Yes, thank you guys and for supporting Laura and all of us. All right, talk to you later.
Bye.